Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel.
I said hey.
Welcome back to my channel.
Hey girl.
Hey y'all, I'm Jasmine W. Thank you for coming back to my channel and watching this video. This is Ready to Love, Make a Move. Let's just jump right in, okay? Because I know y'all been asking for this, so I want to hurry up and get into it. This is going to be sort of my thoughts over like a wrap up after watching the reunion. There were a lot of thoughts that I had this season, but I'm just going to wrap up my thoughts on the women and their dating experience that we saw. We have Ashley, Charisse, Zadia, and I don't see Vernisha on my list. I don't know why I don't have notes on Vernisha here. Let me just go off the dome and let's start with Vernisha since I don't have notes for her. Let me just say I did watch Vernisha's season of Ready to Love, and I thought she was so sweet, authentic, and gorgeous, right? And intelligent as well. I really did love Vernisha on the show. Let me fix my camera real quick.
Girl.
Anyway, my camera is glitching a bit, so please forgive me for that, y'all. I'm trying a new tech setup every time I do these videos this year, and I'm just experimenting. Anyway, so back to Vernisha. This season, I found her to be quite
frigid,
strict. She had a couple of matches, but ultimately she ended up with the red or light-skinned dude, right, with the freckles. And she eliminated him because she said that he didn't text her enough. She didn't hear from him every day. And she eliminated him.
Interesting.
Now, my mom said that Vernisha don't want to be in a relationship. She's looking for perfection. My best friend said that Vernisha is looking for a spark that you might not get at this point in life.
Wow.
At this point in life, you have to look for practicality and not necessarily a spark. I don't know if I agree with both of those things. I do love my mom and my best friend's opinion, but I don't know if I agree with both of those things wholeheartedly. I think Vernisha has some pretty strict things that she wants from a partner, and if that's what she wants, she shouldn't bend on those things. You know what I mean? If you keep your standards high, be clear to yourself and be clear to be clear with God and the universe and the things that you want. I think that you can get those things. Maybe maybe you're too picky and those things don't come, but at least you say that you kept your standards high and you didn't settle.
Yep.
Sometimes the feeling of not settling is a little bit better than the feeling of settling and not getting what you want, I think. But I do think that Vernisha needs to be a little bit more flirty.
Yes.
A little bit nicer. I think she's kind of nice, but she's a little bit, her arms are always like this.
Tight.
You know what I mean? Just too tight. You have to loosen up.
Armpits. Sweaty armpits, 100%.
A lot of the times when she talks, she comes off very
tight. Coochie tight.
Just a little bit too uptight.
Booty hole tight.
She seems like she's a cool homegirl, but she's not the homegirl that's going to be making jokes she needs somebody that's going to be making her laugh and have a good time. And I think the light-skinned dude was that. But I'm not going to lie, I like somebody that's going to text me every day too.
Ooh, okay.
If you're not texting me every day, at least something, or, it's okay if you miss a day or two. I'm not tripping about that, but you're not thinking about me.
At all.
And I don't blame Vernisha for being like, this man is not thinking about me. He hasn't texted me in all day. But I think I'm also the type of person that if you thinking about them, go ahead and text them. What's the big deal?
They not texting you?
It's okay. Like, if you are in a heteronormative relationship, I think it's okay for a woman to text a man and say, oh, I was just thinking about you. How you doing? What you doing? What's wrong with that?
As long as he texting you.
You shouldn't have to do it all the time.
Right.
Because it's nice to know that you are being thought about, So it's not something I would do all the time, but it is something that I would do whenever I feel like doing it. And I think Vernisha is in her, 40s now, and she's taking a super traditional route. I think a traditional route is for when you young and you optimistic.
Girl.
It's not for when you're in your 40s and you've had heartbreak and loss. And it's time to just shake things up a bit and be a bit different. I'm not saying you have to get down on one knee and propose to somebody.
Don't do that.
Or be desperate like Ashley.
Ooh.
But also have high standards, which don't make no sense.
Ooh.
But I'm just saying, like, you can text a man at 45. I know you want to be desired, but I mean, you desirable, Vernisha. I think any man that comes across you would desire you.
Point blank, period.
I understand you want to be pursued, and maybe she felt like she wasn't being pursued enough by him. But I do think a text every day is a bit much. But I also think that if he go a day without texting you, maybe he not thinking about you. I don't know.
I just got here.
At the end of the day, Vernisha ended up eliminating her guy, and she waited by the door for him to get out. I thought that was a bit cold. And he said, you know what, you don't have to pick me. You can eliminate me, but we don't have to fall out over it. And I agreed with that.
Right.
Even though, I'll be honest, I didn't really like Red. I didn't like his personality. She met his mama, which let me know that he was a little bit serious about her. But I personally didn't think that he was all of that.
For you, but what about for Vernisha?
I think Vernisha is... I also kind of think Vernisha is a little bit... She wants somebody who's tall, dark, and handsome and, like, has sex appeal.
NBA player.
And Red, I don't know if he had sex appeal.
Ex-NBA player.
I didn't see no sex appeal from him. So...
Ex-NFL player.
Yeah. I guess those are my thoughts on Vernisha. She probably found somebody by now, though. Let me know what y'all think. Ultimately, my mama said Vernisha don't need to go on no more shows and try to find love because she done already done it 2 or 3 times and it hasn't worked. She need to just go back to wherever she lived, Houston, and just keep doing hair.
Girl.
Let's move on
and
to
looking
Charisse.
fine.
Charisse, during the reunion, told one of the guys that she eliminated, she said, you're the old player. She said, you're the oldest of your siblings and you're single. Shade. She said, you an old loser. This was the guy who tried to flirt with Vernisha and wanted Vernisha, even though he was there to be on a date with Charisse. I think if he would have been honest about that, everybody would have been cool with it, but he tried to be slick. Then Vernisha went out on a little coffee date with him and gave him attitude, which I don't blame her for, because why would I be on a date with you or be interested in you if you can't even be honest with the woman over here? What makes me think you're going to be honest with me?
He won't be.
You won't be.
Period.
Charisse's, one of Charisse's guys also said, I expect my women to be in bed by 9 or 10 o'clock.
On what time zone? Your woman or your grandma? Anyway.
Let me tell you something. A man who expects his woman to be in bed by 9 or 10 p.m. doesn't want anybody who is in competition with him in his head.
A child.
He wants to make all the money even if he doesn't make much. He wants to make all the rules.
Even though he can't even make rules.
He doesn't want somebody who has a thriving career, passions.
Nope, that's him.
Her own friends, her own life. He wants to be in control.
Yeah, he her life. He her friend. He her family.
I'm in bed by 9 and 10 p.m. Where are you?
Probably running the streets. Who knows?
Anyway, I wrote down idiot. I might be getting this mixed up with Vernisha. Because Red told Vernisha that her body language wasn't inviting. And I said that, didn't I? And I hadn't even looked at my notes. He said her body language was not inviting.
There we have it. She was tight. Her armpits was tight.
So, anyway. Charisse said that's why she doesn't do women. Because Ashley's friend came on the show and was flirting with her date. We're going to get to that. But anyway, Reese and Charisse ended up staying together and they're still together. Charisse was playing with the idea of moving to New Orleans from Miami.
She lying.
because her and Reese are still together.
They not.
I think Charisse and Reese make a great couple. I think it's time for them both to settle down and be with each other.
They not together. They lying.
I really do.
They're lying.
Here are my thoughts on Charisse in general. First of all, I personally think that Charisse needs therapy.
Badly.
I think she's argumentative. I think she's unhappy, upset, and angry. I don't know about what, but she just seems that way to me. She's always ready to pop off. She's always ready to jump off. She's always ready to go toe to toe.
Bitter. Yeah.
We saw it on the season she was on. We're seeing it now. Baby, at this point, it's not a facade. It's who you are.
Mad at me, mad.
And you need to go to therapy and heal some of these wounds you have.
Mad at the fact he ain't with
Because I think that, I don't know why she's walking around with a little chip on her shoulder, but she is.
Mad at the fact that it's
And it's not like Ashley where she's like a wounded kind of puppy.
This shit bigger.
It's like she's just angry. And I don't know why she's so angry. We don't know what you're angry about. We're all out of the loop, honey. Pull us into the group chat and pull a therapist in as well. My best friend said that she thinks that Charisse is sort of like a closet freak, where she likes to have a good time and she's acting all prim and proper, but she really likes to get down. That's why she was hanging out with RJ or EJ or whatever his name was, this young Jamaican guy, because she likes a good time behind closed doors, and she does live in Miami.
Who said this?
So she probably does. She's probably not ready to slow down just yet. But anyway, she ended up picking Reese, who was the lawyer. She wants somebody who, I think in Charisse's head, she's so busy about thinking about what she wants up here that she doesn't think about the connection. I don't know if her and Reese had a connection, but maybe they did. I don't know. They still together.
They can't even make conversation.
He seemed a little slow for her, though. How you go from hanging out with RJ or EJ or whatever his name is to hanging out with Granddaddy Pops?
Girl. Maybe Granddaddy Pops got a little freak in him. Shoot.
Yeah. That's my thoughts on Charisse. Next, let's move on to Ashley.
Oh, Lord. Here we go.
Ashley chose to keep a man that she eliminated previously. I wrote down because she was thirsty. She said, I used to like players. Now I got the one who looked like he was ready. I hated the way that Ashley continued to insult the man that she chose.
Right. That part.
She got the tall basketball player looking dude who remind me of Tony Baker. This Tony Baker right here.
Girl, now he gonna come.
And when she got on a date with this man, she was acting thirsty. She said, thank God. I feel like a kid on a playground at McDonald's. Woo, you so fine. Oh my God, you so fine. That is ridiculous to me.
Calm your ass down.
I wouldn't want a man to act like that with me. I wouldn't want me to be on a date with a man and he said, oh my God, oh you fine. Oh my goodness. Oh, I feel like, oh my God, praise God. I feel like a man who just got into the NBA. I'd be like, oh my God. You ain't never had nothing.
Okay? And nobody. Hell.
You ain't never been with nobody cute. I would not like that. Who likes that?
Nobody. Do y'all like that? Do y'all like that?
Anyway, I wrote down, why is she saying that her and Tony Baker had sparks? Y'all never had sparks because he never liked you.
Why you calling him Tony Baker?
He never thought you were cute. He never thought you was funny. He never thought you was attractive. He never wanted you. How would you know if he liked you or not when you spent all the time on the first date hooting and hollering about how bad you liked him and thought he was fine? You didn't let him say nothing about you.
He didn't have nothing to say because he don't like her.
You were so thirsty.
Thirsty. Dehydrated, honey.
Anyway, Tony Baker got on the reunion and didn't have nothing to say. Why are you on here mad?
Why?
Why are you so mad? What are you mad about? You chose to come on the show They asked you to, be a part of the reunion. That's a part of your contract. You showed up. And why are you walking off and pulling off your mic and stuff like you didn't think they was going to ask you questions? You knew they were going to ask you questions.
That's a part of it.
That's a part of being on the reunion, reuniting.
Right.
They thought what you thought they was going to ask you to come on here and be silent and look cute in your blue hat? No, they're here to ask you questions. I mean, I didn't understand that. Anyway, the guy that Ashley ended up leaving the show with, okay?
Loafers.
The guy that she chose, that she settled for in her head, in her mind.
Ooh!
Who I believe kind of liked her. He brought his best friend Lakeisha on the show. I don't know why Lakeisha wanted to argue with Ashley when they met in the first place. But anyway, Ashley said, "I'm the star of the show. He's here for me." She said that. Then she said, "I don't know why he took offense to that because that's not even in my character." How is it not in your character when you said it?
Well, who character was it? Because it was you or somebody else.
How is it not in your character when you said it? You said, "I'm the star of the show. He's here for me." Then she said, "I don't even know why that's not even my character to say that." Yes, it is. Anyway, they ended up breaking up. And I wrote down, listen, if you're going to be with somebody, you have to like who they are today.
Today.
If the man keeps showing up in loafers on a date and you don't like that, you don't like him.
Period.
Because if you really like somebody, you wouldn't care if they showed up in loafers. If you really like somebody, you would say, "Baby, let's go pick out some new shoes for you."
Yes, and you can pay for them for yourself.
Because you always got them loafers on. I love you, but you gotta switch it up. Or you actually just wouldn't even care at all. You're not going to clown him in front of his friends and say he got on those loafers. I felt like that was so rude and disrespectful. Why would you want to be with somebody that you're clowning?
Right.
Anyway, remember when the best friend came on the show and Tony Baker was on there too? And she asked him if he got a brother. And she was a little bit overdressed. I wrote down, you're blaming your friend, but he was giving her energy as well. And you still accepted him.
Ooh, that's the tea we need to talk about.
If you're going to be mad at the both of them. Because he said, "Ooh, what a pleasant surprise."
Right. He was flirting with her as well. So where's your energy for him?
The friend ended up getting mad and walking off stage or whatever. I'm like, this was stupid. If I brought my friend on a double date or to meet one of my guy friends that I'm dating and he was giving her energy and she was giving him energy, I wouldn't be talking to neither one of them no more. If that's truly how I felt. I would have leave the date and left there and say, "Okay, y'all having fun together. Y'all get to know each other.
Peace out. Peace up. A-Town down."
I don't understand why you mad at your friend, but then continue to date this guy and beg for his attention. That's why I think Ashley's not ready to love. She needs to work on her self-esteem. She's crying at every moment, talking about, "I don't want to accept the same things that I've been accepting." Girl, you need to work on yourself.
Please.
Another person that needs therapy. I feel like Vernisha was the only one who didn't need therapy. Lastly, we have Zadia. And Cameron, who I think is very good looking.
Or you thought.
I wrote down, Zadia don't listen.
At all.
This man told her all season he didn't want to be with her.
Woo.
He told her all season that he just wanted to sleep with her, just wanted to be on the show and promote his photography business. He was too busy for her. He was working too hard to be with her. He barely showed up. Be glad I showed up. I would never be with somebody who says, "I'm so busy." Be thankful I'm here.
Boy, blocked.
Baby, Barack Obama is busy. He got a wife, don't he?
Yep.
Hell, Bill Gates had a wife for 20 years.
Did he?
Oprah busy. She got Stedman, don't she?
Yep.
Hell, Russell Wilson play a football game every weekend. Don't he got Sierra and she pregnant?
Got time for something.
So how you figure you too busy to date somebody? Oh, you must not like me.
Right.
And that's what Zadia should have got through her head. He liked being on the show. He liked the exposure. He loved the cameras. And he loved the sex.
Ooh. Not the sex.
And probably the free food and free drinks because he's so frugal.
Ooh.
But he don't want to be with you.
Woo. Ooh, ate her up.
Child. I don't even want a man who under promise me and over deliver. Well, he did under promise and over deliver. I don't want a man to under promise me. I would love a guy who can estimate how much time and dedication he can give and give that exact amount.
Period.
I would never tell a man, oh, well, I can only see you once a month. And then be like, I think I'm free this week a couple times. Be glad I'm here. And I'm real busy, but, I did make a few minutes for you. So be glad.
No,
I expect them to say, I'm free, like, I think once a week I can make time, plan a date. We can go out on a date once a week, but I have a big busy schedule. But I'm going to call you in the evenings when I get off, see how your day went, stuff like that. We might not be able to see each other every day, but I will dedicate my Friday or Saturday nights to you every week. I'll say, oof, amen.
that's enough.
Why would I want somebody who under-promise me and over-deliver? Trash.
Dookie. Basura.
Cameron said, at least I tried. I tried and I failed. I tried and I failed. I tried to make it work and I failed. But at least I did try. That's the type of person Cameron is. He wanted to be able to say, listen, I tried. I just didn't like you. I wrote down, I don't remember what Vernisha said, but I wrote down Vernisha is right, but he never liked Zadia. Zadia was Stevie Wonder all season. You can't see this man don't like you? Child. He said, I think she's a dope person. Cut the cameras. Cut the cameras. Child, if a man I'm with ever called me a dope person,
I'm done. Cut the cameras. I'm done.
woo, child, just go ahead and just pack it up for me, honey. Not a dope person. He's showing his business. Did y'all notice all season Cameron had his business on his neck? The big ass tacky necklace he had on that said TSR that looked like the Shade Room, but it was the studio something or whatever his business was. You should have had the full name on your necklace because we don't remember the acronym. I went to this man's Instagram. I'm like, baby, focus on being a doctor.
Please.
Focus on your pharmaceuticals. Because what is this? Yes, I went to his Instagram because he cute, but immediately I was like, no. No. I wrote down, how many times does Zadia want a man to reject her?
As many as possible.
This man said he grew from this situation. And finally, he gave Zadia a hug while her arms were pinned down like this. That killed me.
He gave her a Vernisha hug.
That killed me, honey. I ain't never had no man wrap his arms around me while my arms was folded like this. Zadia was hurt, child. And I don't know why she's hurt. My best friend and my mama, y'all, they would have said, why are you hurt? This man told you he didn't like you.
Right.
He don't like you. He don't call you. He don't like you. What that black lady say on the video? He don't call you. He don't like you. You don't hear from him. He don't like you. He don't text you. He don't like you. He don't take you out. He don't like you.
Damn. Do anybody like me?
He don't hit your line. He don't like you. He ain't on time. He don't like you. He don't spend a dime. He don't like you.
Period.
He don't like you. Child, anyway.
Get out of here.
That's my thoughts on Ready to Love, Make a Move. I feel like that was scattered. But I tried and I failed. Thank y'all for watching. Can't wait to read your comments.
Bye.